Hi, this is Ken Wolf from Courtyardly.com, and I'm also the artistic director of Manhattan Rep. I am here today with Lisa Walker, who is a stage actor, a film actor, a TV actor, and an amazing person. And we're going to talk about her experiences on stage, on TV, and being a standby. Hi, Lisa. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great.
Good.
How are you?
Good. Can you tell us a little about yourself and your work on stage and in TV?
Well, I started out actually, I will be fair about this. It's not magical and I got an agent. So I did like small little, little films like through NYU and all these. See, Manhattan's great. You know, New York City is great because you can do all of these, everybody's training and trying new things. So I did like little films here and there through, students at NYU, et cetera, people just doing their own things. Then from there, I got an agent and I got a recurring guest role on Orange is the New Black. And I also got another co-starring role on Master of None, two pretty well-known shows at the time. So that was pretty fun to do and a great experience. And so I did that. And then I had, during this time I had, like right after then, or it was like right before then, I had a baby. So I also like, I'm juggling that too. And so that whole thing kind of took the side and I decided to go back to theater again because something about it, I'm like, I want to go and do that. I need to do more of that. And that is when I remember auditioning for Manhattan Rep for you, Ken. And then I just started having all this, I had these great experiences on the stage and I could play and learn and grow. And it was like, because there's nothing like being able to try things out, not only with other actors on a stage, but then when you have an audience and you can learn from them. So I've been working with you, Ken, for a while, and I feel like it's my playground. And not just that, it's like where I learn like how to be an actor. Like that's really how I feel like, classes are great. Like classes, I do take classes because I want to, but this is where, but the stage is where that's where you learn, in my opinion, how to be an actor.
Can you tell us a little about Orange is the New Black and your experience working in that show? Because it was such a successful show.
It was just supposed to be, one scene, a flashback for one of the main characters who was actually pretty, a really important part of the show at the time. So I remember I went in, so the first day you go and you get your wardrobe fitting. And so I did that. We did the wardrobe and I was really excited because they were very, very into my wardrobe. So what I learned is that because everybody's always in that show, they're mostly wearing, I guess you would say jumpsuits, or I don't know what the right word is, but so because I got actually a really cool, my flashback was I was in the 60s. And so they were super excited about what I was going to wear, what my hair was going to be like, everything. And they took pictures and I'm like, oh wait. And they said, yeah, Genji wants to see this. I think that's how Genji Cohen, like the creator of this show. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so exciting. They're going to send, like, she's like really like this is very important. And so my whole look was, definitely, very, they were focused on getting it right. And so I was very excited. The next day I went in, I met, they take you from your trailer to the to wherever you're going to be shooting. And then that's when I met the director, who was at the time, the director of that episode was Andrew McCarthy, who I recognized as an actor from like a bunch of movies from the 80s. And I'm like, okay. And so lots happening. And then I meet there's a little boy in the scene with me, and I think I met him earlier in the off stage while we're waiting to go. I guess I say stage, but it's not really, in the other room. And so I met him and his mother. And so then we were brought on, and then we just meet the director. And then he's like, okay, come over here, very quick. We're going to do this. Here's this, you're going to do this. Here's your run through. We do one run through, boom. It was very fast. Months go by, or is it the next year? And then they call me my agent. I mean, really my manager, but I'm going to call her my agent. So calls me and says, yeah, they want you back. I'm like, what? I was so excited. Like they're like, yeah, we want to do another scene with you, and a longer scene. It was very meaningful. It was a really beautiful scene.
How do you feel Courtyardly might be useful for your creative career in terms of connecting to others or to posting things? What's your experience?
I've never been on a site where there's all these other artists, and I think it's great. I'm gonna, even looking at it now, I'm like, wow, there's like dancers on here. It looks like a really great place that I can explore. And if like maybe I want to work with like a photographer or like a choreographer, I mean, that it looks like a really great place to meet other artists and maybe collaborate on things. So I think it's cool in that sense. And I think that's definitely how I would use it. Just a great place, like, oh, look, let's talk to this person. And I mean, it's got, I don't know where there's another website like that. I don't know. So I'm happy. I think it's great. And I'm on it, and I definitely will look to it. Yeah. Especially like if they have, let's say they have, if they have any cameramen or people who are lighting technician, like I hope they have some of those, because, people need people to, if they want to do like a small little, like 1 minute film or 10-minute film, people need all those people too. Like that, that'd be a great point. I would love to go on there and find everybody on this website to do that. If I need to film something or.
It's interesting because one of the reasons they created Courtyardly was so that it could be like an infrastructure for artists. So you could go there and find, things you need, connect to people you need. So let's say you do need a lighting person or a sound person, that ultimately they may be there. So I think they're working on that. We're trying to, and also products you might need for what so it's a place where you go to connect, but also to get the things you need to do your art. And I love that. So they're working on building that in conjunction with everything else, but it's, it's like an infrastructure for artists. That's one of their intentions. And I love it. I think it's really cool. Like I would love, if I needed a musician, is to find an Indian musician, because there's a whole mother universe and culture there that could just feed into what I'm doing here. And there's something about that, we're in our own little box, like in New York City, and it'd be great to get people from all over the world to collaborate together and do something. So I love that. I think that would be super fun and cool. But thank you so much. And I will talk to you soon, and have a great holiday.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. This was fun.